What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. Hope you guys are having a great week out there. I'm back on the pier. I'm here actually with my buddy, which I'll introduce you guys in a little bit right now. I'm doing a video today for you guys how to be successful at pier fishing, doing these things. So we're gonna get into something a little different, something that a lot of you guys will help you guys get on more fish, or if you're having issues catching more fish, this video will help you guys out. So if you're new to the channel, help me out, hit the subscribe button. If you guys enjoy this week's episode, hit that thumbs up and let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. All right, guys, let's get into it. I'm here today with Crooked Smile Fishing. You guys probably seen some of his videos. I will leave his link down below. Now we're trying to get on some fish for y'all today, but between that video, what I will be doing is I'm gonna be showing you how to be more successful on catching fish doing these things. So if you guys are coming out for the first time or having issues catching fish, I'm gonna help you guys get on more fish. If you guys have seen some of my videos, I have over 50 to 60 pier fishing videos, so go and check them out. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. We're gonna get into the video and I'll show you guys what and how to catch more fish on the beach. So if it's your first time visiting my channel, help me out, hit that subscribe button. If you feel like this episode helps you guys out, hit that thumbs up for me. Let's go. All right, guys, we're gonna get into the video. We're gonna get into the first steps you guys want to do when pier fishing out here. Now, something I see a lot of guys here, and maybe some of y'all are doing, is fishing the wrong times. What I mean by that is going out here on high tide or a few hours before high tide. Now what that will do is, we all know now, if you guys don't know, high tide is a big benefit factor on helping you catch fish. What I recommend coming out here is 2 to 3 hours before high tide. Now you do also have a chance of catching fish in low tide a few hours before. Make sure you guys are using your tides. There's some examples, many fishing apps that you can use. I like to use tides for fishing because I've been using it for years and it has definitely helped me catch a lot of fish. Now let's talk about temperature as far as fishing. If you're coming out here, especially the summer months, in the colder months it's a bit easier because you can use cut bait, but summer months like today right now, it's starting to heat up. I might have to take off my shirt. I'm getting hot out here already as it is, guys. What I mean by that is sometimes you don't need to cast out way out there. Sometimes the fish will hide under their pier. Now you ask yourself why that is. It's because they are looking for shade. What I mean by that is they're looking for cooler water where they can stack up. So don't overcast, guys. Don't throw 20-30 yards. Most of the time, especially in the summertime like right now, these fish will be on the bottom of the pier. Now if you guys seen my redfish videos a few weeks ago, I got on a few of them. So little tip for y'all, if you have live bait, now what I'm talking about as far as live bait, a lot of you guys are using squid out here. I've seen a few guys now. Make sure you're not using squid. What bait choice would I use on this pier would be pinfish, alewives, mullet, blue crab, if you guys could get them. That's the money bait right there. Or cut mullet, if that is a choice. Now like I said, don't use squid, guys. It just doesn't work. Now how to catch these baits. We already have a few alewives. Now we caught them with exactly that. What we are using is alewives cut up, and what you can use is called a sabiki rig. You can buy these at any bait store. Grab yourself one of these, go out there and jig, put it 1 ounce. And sometimes, as you can see, especially in the summers, those alewives, those pinfish will stack up on the side of the bridge. So that is basically free bait for y'all guys. So I will be leaving all the rigs, all the gears, and all the rods and gears that I use on my videos. But give these sabiki rigs a try, especially when you're coming out here trying to look for live bait to use, guys. So that's a first step of the video on how to be successful pier fishing. Let's get into the rigs. I do have a top 4 rigs video so you guys can check out more and more rigs, but something I like to do as far as water clarity or water being dirty. Now what do I mean by that? If you guys see right now, it is a bit dirty. Not my favorite day to be out here, but you can still get on some fish. What I mean by that is the line poundage you want to use. If it is a clear day, you could go as low as 20 to 30. Now, if you're going for bigger fish, like I like to chase those big bull redfish, that's when you go with a heavier line. 60 to 70 pounds, and if they're not hitting, go all the way to down to 40. Now, rig wise, what I like to use, let me show you right quick, guys. I just threw this one down. Oh, he actually got, see guys, they actually already took a bite out of him. Jeez. Now what I'm using right here is a 60-pound leader line, 5/0 hook. Again, if you are fishing a smaller bait, go with a smaller hook. If the current is going harder and moving the water even more, that's what you go with a heavier weight. Right now I'm using a 1.5 ounce. Now what do I like to do again on the summertime is throw under the pier and wait for those reds to start munching again, and hopefully we hook on one today. Now, as far as gear, remember, bigger fish, bigger gear. What I recommend you guys, especially pier fishing, is either a 5, a 6, 7, or 8,000 reel. I'll be leaving in the link in the description all the gear I usually use on the pier. Now, this what I have is a Penn Battle 6000, not sponsored by this company at all, but I like to use this with my Frisky Frank King rod and some other gears that I have, guys. So that's a big factor for you guys if you are chasing bigger fish out here, especially when a big school of jacks passes by and you try to land that with a 3000. Most likely, like what I'm showing you guys, most likely that fish will break you off. So that's a big factor for you guys to think about when you are chasing a fish. Now we are going to get into lures. What I like to use as far as lures, summertime is a bit different from the winter times, but being that we're in the summer, I'm gonna have Cody show you guys what he likes to use on the pier, especially if you're chasing those jacks, those kings. That will definitely help you guys out. Let's get into that. All right, guys, I'm gonna have Cody from Crooked Smile Fishing show you guys what lures you can use. Now, I have a video on this, but we're gonna get a little bit in depth into it, especially right now in the summertime where the bite has been heating up. And like I said, I apologize to you guys. I'm trying to make my work out here, so hopefully in the next few days I'll be out here making more videos for you guys. So I'm gonna have Crooked Smile show you guys what lures and how you can use them. Go ahead.
All right, so as Merch mentioned earlier, there's a lot of good lures you can use out here. So we got suspension twitch baits. Awesome. These will hook jacks, these will hook anything that's big out here, kingfish, anything that's like out here to eat is gonna see these and definitely take them home. We like to throw bucktails. Now, bucktails, glass minnows, they're all similar. These will do really good out here for Spanish mackerel, bluefish, which bluefish is a good way to catch bait. Also, the sabiki rig that Merck's used, that he talked about, always a good go-to. And then another thing we like to throw out here, and you'll see these a lot on piers, if you don't know what they are, they're cobia jigs. Now, cobia will swim through, back and forth, and we like to throw these and get on them. And a lot of times, if you don't come out here like Merck's talked about with big enough tackle, you will lose these fish. So another great thing to use is, if you don't like tying your own steel leaders, you can buy these pre-rigged steel leaders from Walmart. Now these will be a little more visible in the water, but they'll allow you to not get broke off as much. Unfortunately, if it's too clear and the fish aren't eating it because they can see that steel leader, you definitely want to go back to fluorocarbon leaders like we all use here, or maybe even thicker line, depending on the day. It's really all about day, and today it's super dirty, as you can see. So today this would probably get away with it because they can't see the lure as well, but on really clear blue days when it's rain and we get that north wind pushing all that stuff out of here, all these would work perfectly on some fluorocarbon leader. Do amazing. So basically all these lures will work really good. So for my setup that I'm using today, for my kings, I got a Salt Native jerkbait. We got a Penn Spin Fisher 5500 on a St. Croix. Now this isn't huge for this setup, but I don't really pier fish too often, so I'm not like an expert at it or anything.
All right, guys, that's a little bit more information for you guys, which will make the difference. Like he said, when you get dirtier water, the wire works perfectly, but when you have clear water, sometimes going down on fluorocarbon lighter line will make the big difference, especially when those fish are being finicky or don't want to bite. So we're getting into the last step of this video, and hopefully this video is helping you guys out. All right guys, now last few things I'm going to talk about is, if you're coming out here to the pier, making sure you have some polarized glasses. Why do I use them? Because especially when those jacks are starting to pass by, especially when those mackerels are passing by, especially when those redfish are under the pier and you're looking for them, this will definitely give you a chance at casting and sight casting for these fish. What I like to use are these water lens. I will leave my code down below, Saltwater Mercs. You can use that, and I'll leave it in the description if you guys want to try it. Now, is it rolling? All right guys, now let's talk about pier and gear. What I like to use when you're coming out to the pier is, one, a pier net, which my buddy over there has right now, he's using. Another thing is having a pier cart. Why do I have a pier cart? I usually come out here with 3 or 4 rods depending on what I'm always going for. Now, as you can see, I have one with a gotcha set up, another one with a jerk bait in case those jacks pass by, and 2 rods already thrown out with some live LYs to see if I get on some redfish for y'all while we wait and while I do this video. Now, like I said, make sure you guys polarize glasses. Check them out, water lens. I'll leave the description down below. And last but not least, before I get out of here guys, I know high tide is a big factor, but if that has not worked for you the last few days, something I like to do is either the morning bite or the afternoon bite. Especially in the morning when that sun's coming up is when I've had a lot of good luck. Especially right now in the summer, the bite has been good, but some days, even with high tide, does not work. So like I said, use your tides for fishing, but also you can use the morning bite and the afternoon bite. So I hope this video helped you guys out. If it did, make sure you hit that thumbs up and comment down below and let me know what you guys think about this video guys. Now we're gonna into some fishing. Hopefully we get on some fish for y'all. Till next week guys, get out there and go fishing safely.